Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say. I played it a couple of months ago, and when people started dropping amazingly high scores, and I was just like, I knew that was going to happen because it was one of those games that playing it, you can just tell. It's the quality was evident, even though I only played it for 3 or 4 hours. It's gone back to being a racing game. The weapons are completely and utterly luck based, and yes, that is better. That does make it fairer. If you're good at it, you will persevere, you will win, but it's still got. It really reminds me of the SNES Mario Kart. It's fantastic. I've been playing it all weekend. I can't get enough of it. It's just truly gripping in ways that a sort of home console Mario Kart hasn't been since the N64 one for me, which is still potentially my favourite. But the important thing is that it is a racing game again. I like the fact that red shells don't follow you onto shortcuts now. They may not have done on the handheld ones, but I'm sure that this is the first time they've done it on the home console one. I like the fact that blue shells are about as rare as they should be.
Yeah, and you can stop them with the horn if you have the horn.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
is that right?
You know that horn thing that you get?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's for stopping shells, but yeah, you can stop the blue shell with that. So if you get that out in front, yeah.
That's great. Have you seen this fire hopping thing everyone's talking about?
I saw it today and I didn't have time to watch the video, but yeah, I'm not sure what it is.
It's just basically as soon as you do a boost, you just keep bouncing and you sort of prolong the boost a little bit longer than it normally goes.
Okay.
It doesn't. I mean, whether they patch it, I don't think is much of an issue because it's not like snaking where people could master it and spend ages sort of manipulating it. This is something that anybody could do. So if it becomes part of the game, I can't. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really used it, and I haven't seen exactly how severe it can be. But yeah, that's interesting. But anyway, Mario Kart 8 is just it's absolutely fantastic. It's the best Mario Kart. I say the best Mario Kart because the handheld ones have been consistently superb. But the best home console one since 64, definitely.
Yeah, I was absolutely blown away by it. It looks incredible.
Does it?
Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, the track design with the anti-grav stuff, which I didn't realise until you told me. You get a speed boost for kind of bumping into each other, so it kind of turns into this kind of dodgems thing in the middle of every track. Yeah, some of the tracks are absolutely stunning. The new ones, and I really like what they've done with the remade tracks as well. I think they've done a great job there. Loving the facial expressions of the characters when you watch them back in the replays. Obviously, that Luigi Deste video has gone viral, so everybody's probably seen that by now. But yeah, the game's just absolutely littered with stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible to find a bad word to say about it. We were having some connection problems online. Hopefully, that'll be ironed out. We're trying to play with each other on the weekend, and I've had a few more since, but. Yeah, hopefully they'll iron all that stuff out. The basic online works in the same way as the 3DS ones. You start at 1,000 points and you go up and down, depending on how well you do. But the fun is in playing, not in ranking up. It's Mario Kart. There's not a huge amount more you can say to it than that, other than it plays amazingly well. It's instantly compelling. Like within the first corner, I knew I loved it, and yeah. I'm amazed that I'm excited about Mario Kart again, but just seeing that at that level of fidelity is a wonderful thing indeed. And yeah, it still has me saying terrible things about cartoon characters. And also people from other countries in Europe, as they have the flags on when you play online, and you can see which countries people are from. And I've let a tirade of terrible abuse out of my mouth, none of which I actually mean. But at that moment is nothing else can come from my face.
Yeah, it's it's a hell of a game. There's just I intended to make a list of all the things that are just so charming. It's silly. I mean, I mentioned a couple, but another thing is that I think it's Donut Plains 3 from the SNES version. It's all run down. The grass is overgrown. All the stuff around the sides is all faded and old. Like it's like a knackered old track that no one's looked after. That's just such a nice touch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all the stuff, all the cosmetic sort of stuff is one thing, but just as a racing game, it's really, really fun, and you lose almost nothing. I mean, it's 60 frames per second on split screen, and online co-op is just it's a riot.
Yeah, absolute joy, a joy of a video game. Hopefully, I can see it shifting a few Wii U's. First game I've really thought that about. I think for that console.
Yeah, well, it deserves it because it's. I mean, I've never heard so many people ask me and ask people on social media about what constitutes or whether this is worth buying a Wii U for. And basically, realistically, no game is ever worth buying a console for. If you live in the real world, it's a silly amount of money to fork out for one game. But in the pantheon of like Halo Combat Evolved, in the pantheon of system sellers, this is up there. That's how good it is. There's a surfeit of content. It's so polished. I mean, I said it basically is for the price you can get it for with a Wii U. I am going to be. Someone said that. I think it was Dave Turner said. Yeah, but I mean, you're going to be bored in 2 weeks. I'm going to be playing this as long as I have a Wii U, even if it's only because my girlfriend won't have it any other way. But it's tremendously good. I mean, really, really, really superb.
Yeah.